Right, one more time for the third kind. All right, and thank all of you for sticking around for Iconicide Presents Puke Island Part 7. And once again, I started off with a little bit of a history lesson for you, for those who weren't here for the beginning of the show. 10 years ago, there was an event called Punk Island. It was set up by an ex-squatter by the name of Slug. Slug, if you remember, there was a newspaper called Street News of, by, and for the homeless. One issue, Slug was on the front cover of Street News. They interviewed him about his experiences being a squatter. And he organized an all-day festival at Governor's Island 10 years ago called Punk Island. 13 stages, over 100 bands, unfettered free expression, total fucking anarchy. I spent the whole day wandering around, getting lost, and hearing amazing fucking music. My band, Iconicide, played the first 3 Punk Islands, but in the 4th year, Slug decided it got a little bit too big for him to control by himself. So he figured, hey, there's ABC No Rio. They're underground, right? They know about all this do-it-yourself stuff, right? Let them organize it. But they did it what became the ABC No Rio way, which is committee everything to death. Now, if you play anything associated with ABC No Rio, you have to submit your lyrics in advance, all your links, your fucking bio, everything about your band, and if they object to one line, one word, one little passage in any of your songs, you're banned from playing. Sexual Suicide was supposed to play ABC No Rio, but they got one song. It was a joke song, basically, called Free Internet Pornography. Everyone likes free porn, right?
Free porn, yeah!
Yeah, but ABC No Rio caught wind of it. You're banned from playing. You're not politically correct enough. Well, let me tell you one thing. PC does not stand for politically correct. PC stands for pure crap. Because if you're so asinine, so infantile, that you need a committee of people to decide for you what's offensive, you may as well admit that you can't think for yourself. I mean, I'm not damning alleged Punk Island. You can go there. It's happening at Randall's Island or Ward's Island or some island. It's not Governor's Island anymore. It was at Staten Island one year. But it has nothing to do with the true spirit of punk. You know, I mean, if you got to have people say, decide for you, well, this band is offensive. We don't want to give them airtime. This band is too controversial. We're not going to give them airtime. Yeah, then fuck that. I mean, fuck that shit. I mean, are you a child? I mean, are you a toddler where you have to have somebody screening the food that you're eating? No, I mean, you're an adult. You can make your own fucking decisions. You can think for yourself, right? So, go there. See how things are when everything is safe. Everyone, and you know how they make sure that things are safe at Punk Island? They have monitors walking around from stage to stage, making sure that nobody says anything off script. That's your idea of counterculture? That's your idea of punk rock?
Yeah, and there's police everywhere.
I mean, no. As far as that's concerned, you don't need the police. People say, fuck the police. If you're playing the part of police officers yourselves, you don't need the fucking cops. You've arrested yourself. You know, so pay attention to what you've seen and heard today. None of these bands was screened ideologically. I didn't sit down and say, oh, well, this band is left-wing, so I'm going to put them with another left-wing band. This band goes with the Latino, Hispanic crowd. I'm going to book them with a bunch of bands like that. Oh, this band is more hardcore, so I'm going to book them with all hardcore bands. Like, oh, yeah, like, the Third Kind, they're a hardcore band. I'm just going to book hardcore bands. Yeah, let's play it safe. Let's stick to our own kind. You know what, the last time that I heard people talking about sticking to their own kind? People getting fucking hung from trees and fucking burned. You know, got fucking crosses burned on their fucking lawn. So if you want to think like that and equate that with punk rock, live in your own fucking corner. Bury yourself under that rock. I'm sure you have a lot of fun there. Me, I'd rather things not be safe. Rather things not be PC. I'd rather risk being offended when I go to a show. Because if something offends me, it's gonna force me to look at the way I think and say, you know, that guy's an asshole.
Yes.
But maybe that asshole is saying a little bit of truth. Maybe 95 or 96 or 97 or 98 or even 99% of what that asshole is saying is fucked up. But that one thing that he said was damn true. I'd rather take that risk. Because then, remember Bill Cosby is an asshole. But if you remember the Cosby Kids, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, hey, it's Fat Albert. And remember, Bill Cosby always used to say at the beginning of the show, if you're not careful, you might learn something before it's done. So hopefully, if anything, I know that you've seen something that you don't really care for today. Maybe you've seen something that offends you. Maybe you've seen something that has made you look at yourself a little bit different and realize that there's something outside of this little safe zone you've built around yourself. But if you're not willing to step outside of that safe zone, you may as well fucking die in it.
Yes.
Because soon enough, people are gonna get tired of pulling you from underneath that rock and showing you that there's a world outside of that window that does not play it safe. Fuck PC. Fuck people. Fuck these safe zones. I would rather think for myself. I would rather decide for myself what is the truth, what is fucked up, what is offensive. Leave that up to me. Do not keep me safe. Motherfucker, do not keep me safe.
How can you keep somebody safe
There's
when
no
somebody
such
else
thing
is
as
You know,
a safe zone.
I'd rather run into someone who does not think the way I do. Because then I might learn something. Maybe they'll learn something from me. That is the risk you run when you think for yourself and do shit for yourself. That, if anything, is what this show is about. Because alleged Punk Island, where you got people deciding for you what is punk. If you know anything about punk rock, it's not about people telling you what to think, or how to act, or what to say, or how to play. Punk rock came from people doing whatever the fuck came to mind. And a lot of those people didn't even know how to fucking play. Sex Pistols, Sid Vicious, 6.5 feet tall, 125 pounds.
They were just a boy band.
The Sex Pistols, yeah, I mean, behind the scenes, yeah, Malcolm McLaren and all that, they were a publicity stunt. They were just to look good. Oh yeah, look at him. He's tall and skinny, he has spiked hair, and he's got one drooping eye from a knife fight. That was Sid Vicious. Put him on stage. Do you think he knew how to play? The mother of Nancy Spungen, Sid's girlfriend, wrote a book called And I Don't Want to Live This Life. It's kind of skewed in her favor, but it's the story of Nancy Spungen. And they invited Sid Vicious over for dinner. She said, looking at him, their cat could play bass better than him. But that was punk rock. It was not about being a pretty boy. You look at fucking comedians and wrestlers and celebrities now, they're all fucking fashion models. You look at people who are alleged MCs, they're fucking fashion models. That guy with like the diamonds in his grill, that's not hip hop. That's being a fucking fashion plate. You look at the videos, it's a car commercial. Hip hop, punk came from the fucking underground, it came from the streets.
and you had nothing to do with being polished or showing how fucking rich you are. Gold chains? Did you know that a lot of gold comes from Africa, from mines in Africa? And a study was done that showed that for every pound of gold, a black miner dies from digging that gold out of the fucking ground. For every pound of gold. So if you have black MCs using thick, heavy gold chains as a status symbol, they're bragging how many of their brothers died in the mines digging up that gold. It has nothing to do with fucking street culture and having people decide for you what is punk, what is politically correct, has nothing to do with allegedly Punk Island. So go there. Enjoy being safe. But remember what you saw and what you heard today. Because nothing today was booked because it was safe. Thank you, that's my time. Enjoy your day.
I seen your picture around, man. Glad you showed up. Kai, right?
Yeah.
Damn straight, man. Thank you and good night.